It's toxic. So is it toxic when you got all these people that's overweight having heart disease? Is it toxic when you got all these people overweight that's struggling to walk upstairs, losing breath just to walk to their car? Put her ass on the offensive line. All right, we got another one. We got another one. We're gonna be reacting to by Night Talk again. His channel gonna be linked down below. Title's called Body Positivity is a Lie. Society wants you fat. So let's check it out. Let's see what they're talking about.
Activity movement gone too far based on science. If you're overweight, you're at risk for diseases.
I disagree with you.
So you would
People of a higher weight are more likely to survive heart attacks. So many doctors are middle-aged, and my body is different.
Thank you for
Oh,
calling.
that's that fat ass model. That's famous as shit for being big.
Bleached.
I've struggled with my weight and my body image my entire life. Kids bullied me for my weight, but I always shrugged it off, thinking, "Oh,
She actually
they're
looks
just
good
like
right
me
there.
kids." When I was 10, my
I'm
friend's
from
mom
Texas.
told me.
Being big.
When I was 10, my friend's mom told me, "Lexi, with
No,
those."
That's famous as shit for being big.
Bleached.
I've struggled with my weight and my body image my entire life.
Right here, she look alright. I know it's the angle. I know it's the angle. But right here, she look alright. Cause you know, Texas, you know, they come thicker out here, you know what I'm saying? As you can tell. But she look alright right here. You know, just don't go over that.
Kids bullied me for my weight, but I always shrugged it off, thinking, "Oh, well, they're just like me."
And she went over that.
When I was 10, my friend's mom told me, "Lexi, with those blue eyes and that beautiful singing voice, if you just lost the weight, you'd take over the world." So it was particularly soul crushing to learn that adults were thinking negatively about my body also.
Yes, there we go.
My journey to accepting myself was gradual. I've really made peace with my body. I started creating content for Instagram about 4 years ago to document my own self-acceptance and body confidence journey. One of the most common troll comments I receive is that I'm promoting obesity. So many people seem to feel entitled to a fat person's personal business and are quick
getting
to
paid for
judge
it.
them. When people are berating me online and telling me I'm gonna die by the time I'm 30.
Like I literally think she might be a plant. Like, here, we gonna give you this money, we gonna give you this dough, and just promote being big as hell. Cause there's no way you can actually believe that you have a better chance of surviving heart disease or heart failure, anything like that, and your ass big as hell. Bigger than the offensive lineman. Ain't no way.
Will and I are soulmates. He is the love of my life.
I think body positivity is good, but people online have made rude comments to Lexi just because she's fat. It's painful to watch. I respect her tenacity, her fight, and her vigor.
I hope that people can just see me loving myself.
It's dangerous.
It's because she fat. Nah, I ain't no. No. I believe there's some people out there that'll probably get on her ass for promoting it. But come on, people make fun of people because of their weight, how they look, how your teeth look. Like I got mocked because I had a gap tooth when I was little, because I used to be real skinny. I got mocked because my hair looked nappy, or my teeth didn't was yellow a certain day, or whatever the case may be. We all mock each other for something. And you know, when we was back in high school, fat people got roasted on for their weight. It's just part of life. Like, people gonna talk about you. It is what it is. Turn the other cheek. That's what that mean, by the way. If anybody that be confused, like turn the other cheek, you supposed to let somebody slap you across your mouth. Turn the other cheek actually means like if somebody trying to antagonize you or get on you, just walk away. Don't worry about it. Keep moving. You know what I'm saying? So
The way that I am and feel inspired to love themselves the same way.
what's your definition of body positivity?
My definition of body positivity is pretty simple. It's self-acceptance, radical self-acceptance, regardless of whether you're as healthy as you'd like to be, or whether you love how you look, or maybe sometimes you don't. It's the belief that no matter how you feel in that moment, you know that you are deserving of good things and respect and dignity.
Okay, how many of you, just by a show of hands, would support what she's just saying with her definition? Okay, how many of you would say, I got a problem with that?
I got a problem with it given the context, because everybody should have some self-acceptance if you live in your life the right way. But clearly, she is in denial, and she doesn't have
That'd be the problem.
right. So,
Like, people be in
I
denial of
mean,
that
you
shit.
have to accept it because it's reality. So yeah, you have to accept the body that you have. But if you don't strive to improve your health, like this, well,
but she's accepting like it's okay. I'm accepting it. I'm
she's
confident.
saying there's like times she still doesn't like or feel good about her body. It's a cop out.
Yeah.
Okay, a couple of wafflers. Okay, I'm raising my hand because I got a problem with that.
Right.
Do
Yeah.
you define it pretty much the same way?
I would say so, yeah.
Okay, then I got a problem with both of you two.
Beta male.
So you're in
We can
trouble.
work it out.
Beta.
I bet. No, here's my problem. See, I think we, in this society, I think we have always confused body image with self-image. I think they vary together and should not. We have a good body image, our self-image goes up. We have a poor body image, then our self-image tends to go down. That shouldn't be the way it is. Would you agree?
I agree that how you view your body shouldn't be the only thing that makes you feel good about yourself. That's what I think body positivity helps with. If you start to change how you see yourself, if you start to approach your body image with a sense of compassion and tenderness, then you start to see yourself in a more gentle light rather than like a harsh criticism. And so when you are feeling negatively about your body, instead of it making you feel negatively about yourself,
I just hear a
altogether,
bunch of bullshit,
Yeah.
man. Just get your big ass in the gym.
Oh, shit. Oh, me.
You want everybody to be cool with the fact
Oh,
you
me.
okay, but you lying to yourself. You're not okay.
Being
that
big
you-
as hell
It's
on the
eating
just
line.
too fucking
diet.
lazy.
You ain't even
On
gotta
the
go in the
line.
gym. Just eat
But
better.
you're too fucking lazy to do anything about it. You know what I'm saying? And we live in this.
He gonna get in her ass.
You about to get into it. Do it.
Put her ass on the offensive line. I'm telling you, if y'all was more interested, if big women was more interested in football, we could turn that big weight into some healthy weight. I'm talking about put y'all big ass on the line. Hey, y'all getting sacks.
you can say, I feel negatively about my body today, but I'm going to show myself kindness and compassion, and I'm just going to say, you're doing your best, and tomorrow's a new day. And then that way you kind of
You still gonna look like that
lift up
tomorrow?
your entire self-image.
See, you're contradicting yourself then. You're saying, I don't like my body image, I'm just accepting it, and I'll do better tomorrow. And I don't see, to me, this body positivity says we're not going to focus on body image, we're going to focus on the person inside.
Facts.
But it seems to be totally focusing on body image. What about the health issues? I think most of the critics about this focus on the fact that by seeming to celebrate the body, not your worth, not your value, but to celebrate the body, you're ignoring the health risks.
The whole
100%.
point of fat acceptance, body positivity,
It's an oxymoron.
is destigmatizing the fat phobic, toxic diet culture, beauty standards,
It's
all
not
of these
toxic.
expectations.
This lady said it was toxic. It's toxic. So is it toxic when you got all these people that's overweight having heart disease? Is it toxic when you got all these people overweight that's struggling to walk upstairs, losing breath just to walk to their car? Is it toxic when you get older and you having to have limbs trimmed off because of whatever reason? Was it toxic when a COVID came and everybody had to figure out what it is, what was going on, and they found that people who were older of age, people who were unhealthy, overweight were the main ones struggling when they contracted it? Was it toxic then? Or is it only toxic when people are just saying something to you about your weight? Whether that's being overrated, roasting on you, talking about you, calling you out your name, or somebody sitting down giving you advice, telling you, baby, look, if you don't lose this weight, your health situation gonna be in trouble. So you mean all that's toxic? Hey, eat salad, eat watermelon, eat fruits, eat vegetables, eat grilled chicken. That's toxic. But the actual results of being overweight isn't? Is that what you're saying?
That are put onto people to look a certain way or to avoid looking a certain way. It's destigmatizing having a specific body image, destigmatizing fatness, and it is putting their personal journey to the forefront.
At 20 years old,
she's fat dysphoric. It sounds like gender dysphoria, where you
just
don't,
confused.
Yeah,
you don't know
yeah,
if you're positive about your body or not.
Yeah, that's what it fucking sounds like.
But don't they all just have so many words of saying nothing?
They say a
It's
damn
like
word.
You know, like when you're lying and you make up an elaborate lie, you like say more than you need.
She's in denial.
She's confused.
She's in denial. That's crazy. It sounds like the trans people. It sounds exactly like that.
Confused
as shit.
I was at my heaviest weight of 360 pounds.
I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Y'all know I gotta add this in there. I ain't ashamed to use it, but I ain't no saving them type of people either. Like, you yourself can't save these people. Like, they have to go through a traumatic paradigm shift. More than oftentimes than not. Like, they need Jesus. Like, they need to understand why they need him. And I'm talking about not just people just being fat, but just people who stuck in their ways. You understand what I'm saying? And they know it's a detriment to them. Like, the only one that can really save them is Jesus.
Die really, really soon, I decided that I wanted to change my life. I have lost about 180 pounds overall, and I've been able to keep that weight off for about 10 years.
That's toxic.
I started to document my journey on Instagram as well as YouTube. I want to make it very clear. It was rough. It was rough. I also don't believe.
And he a man, so it's toxic masculinity. Don't forget to add that in there.
That losing weight is obviously a bad thing, and that you should be shunned for it or made fun of, or in my case, I'm called fat phobic because I've lost weight. I've been called an ex-fat because I've lost weight. I have had a lot of people.
What the fuck?
Where y'all come up with these labels,
Ex-fat. Ex-fat. That's crazy. That's crazy as hell.
Be very angry at me because I advocate for others that want to lose weight. Ideal beauty standard, like, no. I am here to say, if you do want to lose weight, I believe in you. I believe you can do it. It is very hard, but it's worthwhile. And me losing the weight has been one of the best things I've ever done in my entire life.
And anybody who's like him will say the same thing. You feel better, you look better. Because you look better, you feel even better. Not to mention the number one thing is you're healthy. You live longer. You get to have kids. You get to be around for your kids longer. You get to teach them a healthy life.
And I hate when people try to use the oddball out of healthy people. Because what people who don't exercise or don't really, care about losing weight do? They'll say, oh, Steve Jobs, or, this person, or you remember the woman that had a baby, she ended up dying because they were over dramatically caring about their health. And it's like, you using the real small percentage of people that had to go through something like that. But you see the majority of people that actually exercise, that care about fitness, that eat right and stuff like that. The majority of these people live longer. Like, I really hate when people use these apps, not these small little minute things to generalize the whole statement when rather using the general results to generalize the statement. Being fit, eating right is the right way to go.
This is all fucking. Everybody knows this shit.
Shit's fun and
Everybody
games
knows
till
this shit.
your illnesses
Mhm.
are debilitating.
Till you're
Everybody
on your
knows
bed.
this shit. It's fucking dumb. The fact you gotta say that, the fact anybody gotta say state the obvious, motherfucker. The sky is blue. You fucking fat, overweight, obese. Chances are you're unhealthier.
These days, the
Big as
sky
hell,
can
whole
identify
line.
as
It's
green.
whatever the fuck it want to be. It's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
You
Be
worked really
lying.
hard to lose weight, right?
Yeah, it was one of the hardest things I've ever done. Yeah,
How much did you lose total?
180 pounds.
That's a whole other person.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, do you consider yourself healthier?
Yeah, I mean, I would consider myself healthier. Yeah.
There are people that have done what you've done, lost weight. There are celebrities that have done it. Adele, Rebel Wilson,
They torched Adele.
Jonah Hill, that get
Mhm.
criticized for losing weight.
Crazy.
And you've had people say traitor, you know,
Yeah.
that you quit
Yeah.
on them, right?
With weight loss, I think a
Don't
lot
be
of
fat with
people
me no more.
see it as, like they were talking about, some sort of moral success, right? Which, and I can understand how you guys feel, being just feeling like because you're fat, you have people that are attacking you regardless of what you believe. Regardless, I get it. I was there. I know what it's.
People gonna attack you for anything. Like, y'all know skinny people, not as much, but they go through the same thing y'all go through. Like, they get called sticks and bones, frail, you look anorexic, you look like you got AIDS. Like, they get the same comments.
It's like, and so I think you guys are doing a great job, by the way.
Because usually people that get talked about, that cry about getting talked about, like they think the whole world revolves around them. Like they the only one in the world being talked about by somebody.
That's bullshit though.
Pay
You know what I'm
attention.
saying? Like this person was not out here promoting his fatness. He knew that he was unhealthy. He needed to fucking change the shit. It's how different what the fuck she's doing. She out here promoting his fatness, making it seem to everybody like this is good.
Acceptable.
You know what I'm saying? Like she's promoting this shit. That's the whole fucking problem. You was over there being fat by your damn self and quiet as fuck. No one will give two fucks. You may get criticized every now and again. That's life. Motherfuckers is assholes.
Yep.
But you out here fucking showing the world that it's okay to be fat. You know, fat
It's a
is
good
healthy.
thing.
It's a good thing. Blah
It's
blah
bad
blah.
to
People are
be
gonna
on a
fucking
diet
attack
and
you.
eat healthy.
People are gonna fucking attack you. So it's ludicrous to be sitting even having this fucking conversation.
I have dealt with that. I have dealt with people upset with me, upset with my name on Instagram, Obese, and it's frustrating because at the end of the day, what I care about and what I preach is I want people to be happy and I want people to be healthy. And if someone wants to lose weight, if someone wants to go down that path, I think they should be hopefully do it in a healthy way, but they should have ways to do that and not be made to feel bad about wanting to do that. Because for me, it was one of the best decisions I've ever made. It completely changed my life. And I want people to have that option and feel supported when they are going down that road.
Data is really what matters. And I run lab tests on my clients. So everybody does blood tests. I do stool testing. And fat is an organ, and it influences inflammation, it influences your hormones, and it puts stress on your organs. And eventually those organs begin to fail. And I've seen that over and over on lab testing. And so it's something that we have data to prove. Also, being obese is putting you at risk for all-cause mortality, which is cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and just organ failures, like even the gallbladder is included in that too.
Not to mention orthopedic problems, which are huge.
What are some of your favorite studies that you've read that aim to research people who are, as you say, obese, so people who are overweight, who don't have organ failure, who don't have orthopedic issues? What are some of your favorite studies and research that you've read?
Exceptions of the rule. Exceptions of the rule. There's plenty of them. There's plenty of them. And there's a lot of people that don't really understand like body composition, body weight, body types, because there's a whole big conversation we can have about it. But to make it simple, like I know I use reference football a lot, but in football, like you have offensive linemen. Like these are like the biggest people like you'll see on the planet, right? That and sumo wrestlers too. You can use that, right? They're just really always naturally huge, naturally big, right? Very tall. And people would consider them being overweight because of their weight. But they're really not unhealthy. You know, sometimes the what is it, the BMI, it's not always accurate. Like sometimes depending on what's your situation, how active you are in certain things like that, you know what I'm saying? That can factor in, you know, whether you're healthy or whether you have, you know, organ disease or not, or having to get your limbs chopped off when you get older. Sometimes that play a factor. But the big key about that is that's a rarity. Like those sumo wrestlers, those offensive linemen, like that's not a big majority of people on the planet. You know, those are people that God said, look, this is how you gonna be, and this is for you, particularly you. You understand what I'm saying? But the rest of the world, you know what I'm saying? They don't get that. It's their gift in their own right. You know what I mean? So this is one of them
Boring,
things.
healthy fat people.
Well, nothing in medicine is 100%.
Sure.
So you're going to look at data and you're going to look at percentages. And when you look at people who are 40, 50 more pounds overweight, the statistics tend to.
And let me also add that a lot of those NFL players that are that weight, they end up losing the weight after, you know, they retire. Like you think about the guys like Joe Thomas. I remember actually seeing I believe it was Mike Pouncey. He played for the Miami Dolphins, and he retired the year before. And I actually saw him at the LA Fitness Gym. He walked in, and I didn't recognize him at first. I saw all the tattoos. I'm like, why does dude look so familiar? And I was thinking, oh, that's Pouncey. It's one of the Pouncey brothers. And I thinking I'm in South Florida at the time, so I was like, yeah, that's definitely Mike Pouncey. I think it's Mike Pouncey. I get them mixed up, but they were twins. They usually lose the weight after, because when you do get at an older age, having that type of weight on you could be, you know, a detriment to your joints, your limbs, all those things. So most of the people like that, they end up losing the weight at an older age, you know.
Indicate, and this is very well documented, that they run more problems. Doesn't mean that everybody who's overweight is going to have these problems.
Right.
So the risk is much greater than a person who is at ideal BMI.
100%.
The body fat is inflammatory. So regardless of how much you have, it is increasing inflammation. And inflammation is the root cause of all disease, regardless of what it is. And so it's important to look at the data in regards to that and really look at, okay, are you insulin resistant? Because insulin resistance can lead to dementia. They're calling dementia type 3 diabetes. And if you're insulin resistant now, then you're setting yourself up for things like dementia in the future too.
See, I didn't even know that. I didn't even know you can get that.
To the young lady,
being overweight.
I wish when I was as young as her, I had paid attention to the dangers. I'm the poster child of everything that can go bad because of weight. I'm going to have open heart surgery on October 10th. I had a heart attack. I have diabetes, high blood pressure, no cartilage on both legs.
She ain't trying to hear that.
But the fact that she's not trying to hear it.
And a lot of that Black community struggle with that a lot. I believe 80% of Black women are overweight. It was like 70 or 80%, something like that. Not obese, but you know, they're above their weight, like where they're supposed to be. And you have a lot of people in the Black community that struggle with high blood pressure, heart disease, all these things. And it's from that stuff that we eat, you know, putting all this crazy juices and stuff like that in pork and all that, overeating.
That is fucking crazy. Like, why are you so goddamn stubborn about your fucking life? You want to you want to make that much of a fucking point.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because she's getting positive attention, and a lot of it from others like her that don't want to take accountability, that don't want to get better, because that's hard. It's not easy.
I think it's because she getting paid. To
be disciplined. It's not easy to make change. So it feels a lot better to just be praised by others like you.
But even in the circumstance, though, no, I mean, they edited it out, so I don't know if they got anybody promoting her agenda, but clearly they're conveying that, you know, what you're doing it's not good. So you sitting here getting all this information just thrown upon you, saying like pretty much you're gonna die if you fucking keep doing what you're fucking doing. But she's still sitting here fighting.
in the clouds.
It's
We're
crazy.
talking about what studies show that fat people can be healthy. Well, it's easy. It shows that, let's say 60% get diabetes, get this. So yeah, there are 40% that don't. So do you want to live your life with a 40% chance of
You want to roll the dice like that?
early? Like,
there's no way that you ask her if she prefer to be this size or 100 pounds lighter.
She gonna lie and say that she prefers.
I'm talking about.
But deep down,
yes, internally.
100%.
So this whole it's fucking stupid.
That's what all like.
She
said she struggled with this. This is in her head. Some days she still doesn't feel good. She just has to accept it and hope she feels better the next day. But nothing changes unless you change. So she would definitely be much happier and much healthier.
It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit.
Placements, and health is important. And overweight is linked to more health issues.
There's no question about it. You want to say?
No question about it.
It's clear that all the numbers that all these studies people are bringing up, more people are becoming overweight, obese.
The food, these big ass clothes, you know, all this shit.
Medical expenses. That's what it's all about.
Medical expenses, like they can monetize all this shit. They're just
getting played. Just like that transgender stuff.
That's
literally, they want to keep you sick so they can keep selling you medicine.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And you're just feeding right into the trap, and that's why they keep reposting and making sure stuff like this
they're
gets
gonna cancel
more
motherfuckers
views.
that fucking go at you because you know what I'm saying. Well, if you change your minds, then that's money they losing out on.
We're fat phobic.
Yeah, they're you know attack everybody's trying to keep you healthy. It's okay to be.
It's
fat.
like we want what's best for you. The people that did tell you this, like, hey, you know, whatever, they probably cared about you. Like,
that's gonna be the end of this video. We're gonna stop it right there. They spitting facts. I agree with them. You know what I mean? Like, being fat isn't the way. Lose the weight, get the weight off of you. You're gonna feel better. You're gonna wake up feeling better. Life gonna be so much greater. You're gonna feel great. Like, you're gonna get compliments from people. The people that seen you fat all most of your life or a portion of your life, seeing you look better, you know, doing stuff right. Like, they're gonna be motivated by you. You never know who you will motivate by losing weight and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, don't get all this fatophobic hype that, you know, actually being healthy is toxic and stuff like that. Don't get into that. Don't feed into that. These are people trying to promote something for whatever reason. Who knows their agenda or whatever the case may be. They're trying to promote something, and they can easily sway people who are already like in that predicament of being fat, you know what I'm saying, to follow suit. Because if you give them money, you give them praise, because some people you don't even got to give them money, you can just give them praise and they'll follow suit because they've been scolded most of their life, like, oh, you overweight, you fat. Doctors telling them, oh, you overweight, you fat. So you have somebody that's giving them game like, oh no, baby, you good the way you are, accept you the way you are, woo. They're gonna probably feed off of that. You know, more than likely they're gonna feed off of that, and they're gonna fall into this trap, that body positivity trap, that like, yeah, it's okay for me to be like this because you ain't never heard good things in your life. But your results at the end of the line, when it comes down to that deathbed and you getting older and your joints hurt and stuff like that, you gonna see why you shouldn't be following suit to this whole fat body positivity movement. But that's going to be the end of the topic today, or end of this video. See you on the next one. Peace.